Coming up on H-Town High School Sports, it's hard-hitting action in the district baseball races. We'll have the highlights from across the area. Also on the baseball diamond, it's an emotional tribute to a beloved baseball coach. We'll have the story. In soccer, it's great goals ahead with the start of the postseason playoffs. In basketball, local products are coming up big at March Madness. We'll break it down. So gather up the kids and dive on in. H-Town High School Sports starts now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Academy Sports and Outdoors, H-Town High School Sports. We're powered by Vype. I'm Todd Freed. Let's swing into action first with a big week of district baseball. In Class 5A, the state's #1 ranked Friendswood Mustangs owned an undefeated 13-0 record, entering a District 22 5A matchup against Baytown Sterling. Friendswood Mustangs taking the field with a great crowd on hand in Friendswood and fans of all ages. Top one, Sterling, runners on the corners, 2 outs. Pitcher Jacob Rogers gets the strikeout to end the threat. He had a nice outing. Bottom one, 2 on for Friendswood. Dylan Mackey at bat, and Mackey with a maximum effort. 3-run blast to left. It's 3-0 Friendswood. Top of the second, Rogers gets the strikeout on Elijah Rodriguez. Mackey tracks down the wild pitch, the throw in time. What a play by Mackey. Top 3, Sterling's Ryan Flores rips it to left. Logan Tadlock will head for home, and he will score. It's 3-1. Same at bat, 1 away. Julio Garcia at bat. He'll chop to short. Isaac Pacheco tosses to Reed South for the nice 6-4-3 double play to end the threat. Bottom 3 now. Isaiah Winkler lines to short. Jaime Montemayor, nice diving catch. Bottom 5, Friendswood, bases loaded. Dylan Mackey connects. And this is a grand slam. What a night for Dylan Mackey. A 3-run homer and a grand slam. Friendswood goes to 16-0 on the season with the 8-1 victory. More young fans at the ballpark. Clear Springs hosting Clear Falls, District 24 6A. Springs pitcher Corey Patterson was tough. He gets the strikeout to end the first. Bottom of the second for Clear Springs. They'll jump on top. Jose Vargas rips it to the corner in left. And then 2 batters later, Vargas on second. Hayden C. drives it way back to right center. Vargas will score, and it's 1-0 Chargers. Then next batter, Nash McMahon, flies deep to right field. The catch is made, but Tyler Bruton will tag and score, and it's 2-0 Clear Springs. Same at bat, Jake Townsend. Base hit to center field. Vargas comes in. Parker Lee heads for home, and Parker is safe. It's 5-0. Same at bat, wild pitch right there. Connor Hayhab will race home, and Clear Springs is up 6-0. Bottom 3 now. Springs adds to the lead. Runner on third. Chris Rich now. Deep fly ball to right. Brock Knight will tag and score. Springs erupts for a 17-1 victory. They go to 11-3 on the season and 2-0 in district. Well, we seem to be keeping it out south so far in the big show with stops first in Friendswood and then League City. Well, right down the road in Alvin, a big game in District 23 6A had the Alvin Yellow Jackets hosting the Dawson Eagles. The Dawson Eagles taking on Alvin at Nolan Ryan Field in Alvin. District 23 6A, top of the second, no score. Hayden Curry, little chopper for Dawson, and that's good enough to score Carter Ostrom. 1-0 Eagles. Alvin comes back. Wyatt Rahill at bat, a shot way back to left field. That will hit the wall. Connor Keithley comes in, and the game is tied at 1. Next at bat for Alvin, Caleb Gaston rips it to left field, and the catch is not made. Dylan Thompson will come in, and he will score. 2-1 Alvin. Dawson, bases loaded, top 4, but catcher Tanner Mark will turn and fire to first. and they pick off the runner. Huge play in the game. Alvin southpaw Cooper Williams had a great outing, gets a strikeout in the 5th. Top 7, Dawson has a runner on second, no outs. On the bunt by Mingarelli, first baseman Kyler Menzel fires to third, and they get the runner. What a play by Menzel. So with 2 outs, runner on first, Williams gets the strikeout to end it. Alvin wins a thriller, 2-1. They go to 12-2 on the season and 4-0 in district. In the SPC, good matchup between Houston Christian and the Kincaid Falcons. Great outing on the mound for Kincaid pitcher Chase Pelter. Gets a strikeout with a runner on second to end the first. Top of the 4th, game still scoreless. Pelter, another strikeout. He had 9 strikeouts on the game. Houston Christian pitcher Will Jackson, a freshman, had a nice game as well, gets the K. Bottom 5 now. Kincaid, Nick Cook slices it to left, but Braden BR comes on and he makes a nice sliding grab. Same at bat, runner on second. Corbin Kinder chops to third, and the throw gets away. Christian Limon will come in and score the first run of the game. Kincaid goes on to win. 3-0 the final. They're now 13-6-2 and 1-0 in SPC.
Coach Lynch proudly wore the jersey number 25.
With the unveiling of jersey number 25 at the newly renamed Brick Lynch Field here at Tomball Concordia Lutheran, it was an emotional tribute for a beloved baseball coach who had passed away just about 3 months earlier.
I think that just showed to the fact of his impact and influence on people all over for so many years, and what a great way to honor such a great man.
Rick Lynch had been the Crusaders head coach since 2011, leading his team to the state finals in 2014 and a state championship in 2015. But it's his legacy as a mentor and coach over the last 37 years, while winning over 600 games, that touched the lives of so many across Greater Houston, many of whom were in attendance for this special event, and none more so than the Crusaders' current crop of players who proudly wear Coach Lynch's jersey number 25 on their sleeves and caps.
We wear 25 on our hat and on our sleeve with pride, and I know that today was even more special for their family and just school in general, and I'm glad, God willing, that we could pull out the win.
I think it was just amazing to me over the years how many people, his players, just in his time here at Concordia, would come back, talk to him. I'd see him talking to him in the school building, in his office. Guys that he coached at Tomball or other schools that would come up here and just want to hang out with him at practice and just be around him and listen to how he could help them in their lives.
Behind an 11 strikeout effort from pitcher Jax Tager and a winning 2-run double from Jax's younger brother Nolan, the Crusaders pulled out a thrilling 2-0 victory over St. Pius on a memorable and special night at the ballpark. Fittingly enough, Coach Lynch's brother, Rob Lynch, addressed the team after the victory.
But you know he's watching, guys. Thank you for everything you did for our family tonight. And this goes a long, long way in our lives. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Rick Lynch, a beloved coach, mentor, and a true legend in the Greater Houston baseball community. Rick Lynch was 64 years old. Coming up next, it's great goals ahead with opening round action in the soccer playoffs. We'll have highlights from the boys and girls postseason. Plus, we'll hit the hardwood to honor the state champion Warriors as our Allegiance Bank Team of the Week. Welcome back to Academy Sports and Outdoors, H-Town High School Sports. Let's switch gears right now, where after a long 2-year wait, the UIL soccer playoffs are finally back. You might remember just before the start of last season's playoffs, the season was abruptly ended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So as you can well imagine, there was an extra sense of excitement for the start of the 2021 postseason playoffs. Great bi-district matchup in 6A Region 2. Langham Creek against Tomball Memorial. Early, Memorial off the free kick. Andres Contreras Torres heads it in, and it's 1-0 Wildcats on top. They're happy. Late first half, Langham on the attack. Antonio Rios fires and hits the crossbar. 1-0 at half. Second half, Wildcats with a chance, but the nice bicycle kick saved by Yahir Quintanilla. Still 1-0. Langham Creek threatening again, still trailing. And check out the collision. Both guys go down. Later in the half, Lobos threatening. Ryan Okaraye over to Yahir Quintanilla, and Quintanilla will shoot and score. That ties the game at 1. It stayed tied through regulation and overtime. Langham Creek advances 4-1 in the penalty kick shootout. The Ridge Point Panthers 21-1 on the season, facing perennial power Cinco Ranch, 6A Region 3. First half, Ridge Point, Zoe Main has it, shoots, scores, goal. 1-0 at half, Ridge Point. Second half now for the Panthers. Ridge Point with a chance. Hannah Warkin with the header, it's just knocked away. Later in the half now for Ridge Point. Cameron Parson going after it with the keeper. It's a battle, but it's finally saved. It was 2-0 at that point. Then for Ridge Point, Zoe Main with a blast and the goal. She had 2 goals, 3-0 the final. Ridge Point moves on in the postseason. They're now 22-1 on the season. Jump for joy. Cy Woods set for its playoff opener against Klein Collins, 6A Region 2. First half, Cy Woods on the attack. Reagan Bourgeois will sneak it in right there. But no, it's waved off. Offsides is the call. Klein Collins now. Reagan Wamick will have a chance for the Tigers, and it's just wide. Still no score. Cy Woods now on the attack again. Lauren Fritz gets knocked down, and that's a foul. So on the penalty kick, Reagan Bourgeois knocks it through. Goal. 1-0 Cy Woods. Late first half, Wamick, corner kick, and Addison Armanata with the beautiful header. Great goal. It was tied at 1 through regulation. Cy Woods scored twice in overtime. Wildcats win 3-1 to advance. Last week, right here on The Big Show, we honored the TAPS 4A state champs from Westbury Christian as our team of the week. This week, we go to TAPS 5A and recognize the TAPS 5A back-to-back state champs from the Woodlands Christian Academy as our Allegiance Bank Team of the Week. As the defending state champion in TAPS 4A, the Woodlands Christian Academy took it up a level while moving up to TAPS 5A this season, securing the TAPS 5A state championship with a 60-47 win over Fort Worth Christian in the title game.
We had the talent coming in. We felt really good about moving up classifications. A lot of returning guys from our state championship team last year. And then a lot of new guys that were attracted to the program. So early on, we felt like we could do this, and everything kind of came together towards the end, especially defensively.
Bolstered by that lockdown defense, the Warriors defeated 3 state top 10 teams in a tremendous playoff run, including a victory over state number 1 St. Mary's Hall. In the state final, junior Austin Bonini scored a game-high 29 points to lead the way for the Warriors.
Austin, you can always guarantee that he's going to come out and give you a high motor, competitive. He's a great scorer. People just overlook him, and he's an absolute scoring machine. He gets after it in every phase of the game.
It was awesome. You know, you always dream of playing big in a state game like that and being able to help your team out as much as you can.
With this year's title, the Warriors have now won 3 state championships in the last 4 seasons under head coach Tanner Fields.
I think it's just our dedication to always getting better. We're always in here before school and after school, whether it's working out or getting up shots. I think that really separates us from other teams in our area, and I think that just gives us an edge.
Along with that edge, the Warriors also maintain a special motto on and off the hardwood.
Our motto, Be Third, is all about putting God first, putting your teammates second, and always putting yourself last. And the teams that have bought into that championship mentality, and having a servant-minded attitude as a teammate and putting the team first.
It makes us, helps us play for others, play for God first, and then play for others, making sure that we're not the center of attention for ourselves, and it helps us play for a bigger purpose.
And we're here on campus at the Woodlands Christian Academy. Along with the Warriors, I'm joined by James Coleman of Allegiance Bank. James?
Gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate you on winning the TAPS 5A State Championship. You are the Allegiance Bank Team of the Week.
All right. Coming up next, March Madness with a Houston flair as local products make their mark on the collegiate level. We're breaking it all down with Vite Media's Matt Malatesta. Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. It's down to the Final Four in the chase for college basketball's national champion. While along the way, a host of local products have made their mark when it comes to March Madness. For more on Greater Houston's presence in the NCAA, we welcome in Vite Media's Matt Malatesta. And welcome back, Matt. Good to see you again.
Good seeing you.
All right, we talk about local guys making their impact in the NCAAs. We'll start with U of H, of course, a trifecta of players, the freshmen Tremont Mark, Quentin Grimes, and Fabian White. What's your take on these three guys?
Well, they did a tremendous job. The theme of this whole segment is
this. Theme, I like that.
How resilient these guys have become coming out of high school and their pathways. Their paths have been amazing. Quentin Grimes, McDonald's All-American, goes to Kansas, didn't really work out there, gets back into U of H, plays right away. He was the co-player of the year in that conference, had a tremendous season. Let's see if he ends up going to the pros.
From College Park.
College Park, yeah.
All right, and then Tremont Mark, the freshman, he's been the hero of the postseason and the late season for U of H. And Fabian White, resiliency right there.
Tremont Mark comes in. They don't get to play their state championship game last season. He comes in. How hard is it to do it as a freshman? It's so hard. And he's been a huge, huge playmaker for them. Fabian White has a knee injury over the offseason, works, gets back on the court, and he's doing big things for them as well.
Fabian from Atascocita, Tremont from Dickinson. The team that almost beat U of H in the second round from Rutgers, Jacob Young. Talk about an unusual path for the Yates product.
I tell you what, and again, coming out of Yates, tremendous upside for him. He commits to Providence. He goes to University of Texas, finds his spot at Rutgers, of all places. And they had a terrible couple of years prior to him getting there. He has really put that, program on his back, done a tremendous job. He's averaging over 15 points a game. He has never met a shot he didn't like.
Another guy who's overcome obstacles, led Oral Roberts to the Sweet 16, DJ Weaver, Cy Falls Golden Eagles. Oral Roberts is also the Golden Eagles. You think that's why he went there?
Probably so.
And he was a big contributor as well. What about DJ Weaver?
So Weaver, a guy that had gigantic upside, heavily recruited at Cy Falls, blows his knee out. They win a state championship. They may have missed out on another one with him getting injured. Resilient, goes to Oral Roberts. Now he's on a huge stage on NCAA March Madness.
And then from Klein Forest, Reggie Miller.
Yes.
He ends up at Abilene Christian University, and all they do is beat the University of Texas in the first round.
Completely under-recruited. He goes to Seward Community College, to Abilene Christian. Another guy on the biggest stage, beating the state's signature team, the Texas Longhorns. What a great Cinderella story for that guy, and plays a huge part. He's their point guard.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Texas Southern. They won their first 4 game to make the 64, and they got a bunch of local guys led by John Walker of Fort Bend Marshall.
Another great path. He goes to Texas A&M. He may figure out, hey, this isn't the spot for me. Johnny Jones is a big-time coach. He was at LSU. He was at North Texas as a head coach. He goes to TSU, really fired those kids up, and they win their first game. And Walker can ball, all right? So Walker goes to A&M and finds a really soft landing spot there and does great things. Yeah, and close to 30 players from Houston in the NCAA field. We only mentioned a lot of the guys who won their first round game. There's other players as well, but it tells you there's some great talent in Greater Houston. Loaded with talent, but resiliency is key for H-Town basketball players. All right. Matt Malatesta, Vite Media. Thanks very much. You got it.
Coming up next, it's the Plays of the Week. Welcome back to the show, everyone, as we go right to our Academy Sports and Outdoors Plays of the Week. Friendswood catcher Dylan Mackey was spectacular against Sterling. Here, tracks down the strike three wild pitch, turns, fires, and gets the out at first. And then at the plate. Earlier, he had a 3-run homer, and then he had this, the grand slam. 7 RBIs total for Mackey in the big win for Friendswood. Alvin catcher Tanner Merrick against Dawson. 2 runners on, but check this out. Tanner with the pickoff at first, and they get the out. Same game. Dawson has a runner on second. On the bunt, first baseman Kyler Menzel charges in, fires, and they get the out at third in the Alvin win. Grand Oaks' big win over the Woodlands. Grand Oaks' Larry Drake starts the nifty 6-4-3 double play. Then, last chance for the Woodlands, 1 on, down by 2. How about second baseman Zach Pine? 4-6-3 double play to end the game. Huge win for Grand Oaks. Soccer playoffs. Ridge Point Zoe Main with a blast. One of her 2 goals in the win over Cinco Ranch. Klein Collins girls on the corner kick. Addison Armanata with the header and goal. But Cy Woods won the game. Your Academy Sports and Outdoors Plays of the Week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, stay H-Town proud.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.